Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Incumbents were the big winners in Tuesday's voting across the 18 Eyewitness News viewing area. We'll have a look at all of the county races, especially for sheriff. And the 86th annual Arcadia Valley Thanksgiving Tournament is less than 2 weeks away. All of these stories are coming up.
Sunshine's on the way for southeast Missouri. I'll let you know, plus a warm-up. All those details coming up later in weather.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. U.S. Senator Claire McCaskill won a second term in Tuesday's voting. The Democratic incumbent turned back the challenge of Republican Congressman Todd Akin. In Missouri's 8th Congressional District, Joanne Emerson won a 9th term on Tuesday. While on the campaign trail, Emerson told 18 Eyewitness News some tough choices are ahead to get the economy started again.
And we have got to get this economy rolling again. We have many, many opportunities, and you just can't let it get mired down in politics or be afraid to just have to take a tough vote. We have to do that. I mean, that's why we get sent to Washington or to Jeff City, not to win re-election, but to do the things that are going to make this country better.
The Republican incumbent received 72% of the ballots cast to defeat Democrat Jack Rushin of Poplar Bluff. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here in the Storm Tracker Center. Dustin, what's on tap weather-wise?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, it's chilly out there. 42 right now in Festus, 42 in Potosi, Ironton and Piedmont right now at 44, as well as in Van Buren and Poplar Bluff. Gabe Gerardo at 43. Clear skies at 7 p.m., 38 degrees, 36 by 9. The clear skies stay around. By midnight, temperature around 34. It's going to be a chilly night tonight. Temperature is going to be near or below freezing. I'll let you know how low we'll go tonight coming up later in weather.
Democrats retained control of almost all of Missouri's executive offices in Tuesday's voting. Governor Jay Nixon won another term, easily defeating Republican Dave Spence 55 to 43%. Republican Peter Kinder won a third term as lieutenant governor, pulling in 100,000 more votes than Democrat Susan Monte. Democratic State Treasurer Clint Zeefield won another term, beating Republican Cole McNary 50 to 45%. And incumbent Democrat Chris Koster won another term as Attorney General, outpolling Republican Ed Martin 56 to 41%. And in Tuesday's closest race, Democrats held on in the Secretary of State's office when Jason Kander edged Shane Scholler by 35,000 votes. In the 18 Eyewitness News viewing area, 2 open state Senate seats stayed in Republican hands. In the 3rd District, Gary Romine defeated Joe Fowler 54 to 46%.
Folks are saying that we've got to have fiscal responsibility and conservative values, and that's what I hope I was able to present myself as being able to assimilate in this district and give folks confidence that that's how they're going to be represented and by their values of this particular district and this community.
In the 25th District, Doug Libla beat Terry Swinger 56 to 44%. Republicans also made a sweep in area races for seats in the State House of Representatives. Elaine Gannon edged Rich McCain in the 115th District, winning 51 to 49%. Paul Fitzwater will represent the redrawn 144th District after beating Michael Jackson 66 to 34%. Fitzwater says now that he's representing Wayne County, there are some projects he'd like to address.
Their phone service there in Piedmont, the internet is really bad. The internet service there is bad, and these are just a few things. They don't have a 911 service down there. That's another thing that I really would like to work on in the future. That's going to be a big undertaking, but you got to start somewhere. So, but I look forward to representing the people of Wayne and Reynolds and Iron and Washington in the new 144th District.
And in the 153rd District, incumbent Republican Steve Cookson easily turned back the challenge by independent Jack Johnson 80 to 20%. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, we'll have a look at the outcome of county races around the 18 Eyewitness News viewing area.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
In Wayne County, James Hovis is the Eastern District Commissioner after downing Timothy Holmes 60 to 40%. The Western District Commissioner is Chad Henson, who beat Eddie Thompson by that same 60 to 40%. And Dean Finch is the new Wayne County Sheriff after edging Woody Massa 53 to 47%. Madison County voters filled the largest number of offices in Tuesday's election. Tom Stevens is the new District 1 Commissioner, defeating Keith Despain 55 to 45%. After winning a runoff election in August, Jim Thompson is the District 2 Commissioner, winning by a 61 to 39% over David Lewis. Robert Spain is the new Madison County Sheriff, downing Wendell Ballou 52 to 47%. By just 59 votes, Dennis Bradford edged Barbara Martin for the assessor's office, and Colin Follis will serve as coroner, beating Larry Whitchurch 66 to 34%. Washington County voters elected Mike Riddle as 1st District Commissioner over Mick Schlosser 54 to 46%, and Cody Brinley is the new 2nd District Commissioner after outpolling Randy Moisier O'Neill 59 to 41%. Well, after 2 decades on the job, Perry County voters gave Sheriff Gary Schaff another 4 years, while Patrick Heaps edged Donna Ballman for District 1 Commissioner by a 52 to 48% vote. And St. Francis County voters gave Jim Copland another term as coroner as he easily defeated William Montgomery 65 to 35%. A number of sheriffs were re-elected in the 18 Eyewitness News viewing area Tuesday. Butler County voters returned Mark Dobbs to office by a 69 to 31% vote over Van Rhodes. Tom Vollner will serve another 4 years as Reynolds County Sheriff, defeating Steve Roberts 61 to 39%. In Carter County, Richard Stevens beat Bruce Bell for Sheriff 67 to 33%. Ripley County voters selected Ron Barnett as Sheriff over Brian Walker 59 to 41%. And in Bollinger County, Darren Shell edged Stash Petton in the race to see who would like to take over for Sheriff Leo McElrath.
We're finally going to see some sunshine on your Thursday. I'll let you know. Plus a warm up in temperatures. All those details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a mental areas emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
Welcome back. As we take a look at weather headlines throughout southeast Missouri, we're going to find out that we're watching for frost once again here in the area. A little warmer tomorrow, much warmer by the weekend. Sunshine also sticking around, but it looks like some showers will be in the area for Sunday and Monday, and it also looks like some cooler air pushing in for next week. Right now here in southeast Missouri, we have temperatures in the 40s, 42 in Festus and Potosi, St. Genevieve 43, 44 in Ellington and Ironton, Fredericktown 43, as well as in Cape Girardeau and 44 right now in Poplar Bluff. Currently here at the studio, a clear sky, 40 degrees is our current temperature, and it feels like 40 out there with current dew point 34, 79% humidity, and a north wind at 5 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Thursday, plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri. We're hoping to see sunshine today, but we didn't see much of it. More clouds than anything, but we'll actually see some sunshine for your day on Thursday. Clear skies tonight, 30 degrees for your overnight low. Temperatures on the chilly side, some areas below freezing, 32 though in Ironton, 31 in Piedmont, 28. It's going to be cold in Van Buren, 31 in Poplar Bluff, 29 in Festus, and 30 in Potosi. Tomorrow, a nice day, plenty of sunshine, high of 55, 57 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 58, 59 in Piedmont, 58 in Festus and Potosi, 59 in Ellington and Van Buren, 58 in Poplar Bluff. Next several days are looking like this in southeast Missouri. On your Thursday, again, high in the 50s, mid to upper 60s on Friday, plenty of sunshine. Partly sunny skies on Saturday, high of 69, mid 60s and some showers in the area on your Sunday. Showers remain on Monday, but much cooler temperatures in the 40s. Look at the lows in the 20s. 40s continue on Tuesday and Wednesday. However, Tuesday mostly sunny, Wednesday mostly cloudy, high of 49. Now look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. 69 on Saturday with plenty of sunshine. The clouds and showers increase on your Sunday with a high of 66. Check out my Facebook and Twitter pages. Follow me on Twitter at DustinKopp_KDKZ and like me on Facebook at DustinKopp KDKZ, and also check out our latest forecast on our website, KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
Coming up in today's 2-minute tour of Missouri, we'll take a look at how Missourians voted on the ballot propositions Tuesday and what those results mean. Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in the Missouri Constitution, which will remain unchanged. Voters rejected a proposed constitutional amendment on Tuesday's ballot, which would have modified the 7-member appellate court nominating commission. Now, that panel screens applicants for the top courts and recommends 3 finalists to the governor, who makes the appointment. The commission now consists of a Supreme Court judge, 3 non-lawyers appointed by the governor, and 3 lawyers selected by the Missouri Bar. The failed amendment would have removed the Supreme Court judge in favor of another appointee by the governor. Well, a century after St. Louis lost control of its police department, the city is now getting it back. Missouri voters approved Proposition A, allowing St. Louis to oversee its own police department. The issue dates back to 1861, when the Confederate-backing Missouri legislature seized control of the police departments in St. Louis and Kansas City. Lawmakers worried police might use their river locations and arsenals in support of the Union. Kansas City police remain under state control. Opponents of a measure which would have increased Missouri's lowest in the nation tobacco tax won a narrow victory in Tuesday's voting. Supporters of Proposition B, which would have increased the state's excise tax from 17 cents a pack to 90 cents a pack, said the increase would help curb smoking among young people and provide a funding boost for education. However, opponents said the state's low tax encourages smokers from neighboring states to buy their cigarettes in Missouri and passage would result in the loss of more than $67 million in sales tax revenue. And a majority of Missourians showed they still want nothing to do with Obamacare by approving Proposition E. The ballot proposal prohibits the governor or any state agency from establishing or operating health insurance exchanges unless authorized by a vote of the people or by the legislature. Those exchanges are a central part of the Affordable Care Act and now can only be approved by a popular vote or the Republican-controlled legislature. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, what's a great sport for kids and parents who want to work out together? One answer coming up on Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. What if you could take just a few minutes and save a whole bunch of money on your energy bills this winter? I've got some simple tips ahead you really need to see on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
Looking for an activity for your kids? How about one that you can jump into? Dr. Bill Meyer has an interesting idea in today's Focus on the Family.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
It's a lot like any activity class for kids, exercising together in one big room. But martial arts classes like this one offer some benefits that other activities don't really match. Perhaps the most important being that a family really can do this together.
It's a very great activity for our family. It really helps us bond together.
You can coach your son's softball team or help with your daughter's soccer team or something. But when you're in martial arts with your kids, you can actually train together. And my son and I have competed together.
Understand? Yes, then jump there! Excellent, go.
Parents especially appreciate the mental self-discipline and respect that are taught in martial arts.
Yes, then jump there!
They bow when they enter and exit the training area. They need to address instructors by their titles. They have to turn in a paper that's signed by their parents and their teachers saying that they're doing their work at school and that they're respectful at home.
Some martial arts instruction may integrate spiritual elements, but this can vary widely from class to class. In order to make sure it's appropriate for your family, be sure to investigate this aspect as well.
Ask them, not just whether they teach religion or any spiritual things, but what their philosophy of training is like, what their goals are with the kids. Sometimes it's more of a sport. Sometimes they're really into the tournaments. Some people really focus on the self-defense, so it just depends on what you're interested in.
It really makes you think, and it's not just about the punches and kicks. It's also about learning how to behave and to think.
I'm Dr. Bill Meyer for Focus on the Family.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, kdkz18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. When it comes to bang-for-your-buck home improvement projects, there are few that top making your home more energy efficient. If you've got a few bucks and a few hours, Money reporter Stacy Johnson has some tips.
Home improvement doesn't come cheap, but there are things you can do this weekend that won't cost much and might just pay for themselves. I'm talking about making your home more energy efficient. We went to Home Depot to find 5 do-it-yourself projects that offer the biggest bang for the buck. Idea number 1?
Cheapest thing is caulking. Costs less than $5 a tube. It'll seal your house off. You'll save tons on energy bill.
To do this project, you simply go around and seal air leaks. Use a candle. When it flickers, you got a leak. Idea number 2, insulation.
Average size house costs you about $500 to install it. Takes you about 2 or 3 hours.
Now, if that's too rich for your blood, idea number 3 is super cheap and super important. Your air filters.
It costs $3, takes 3 minutes to change, and you can change them every 3 months.
Idea number 4, a programmable thermostat.
They're easy to install, inexpensive, and they're going to save you really a ton on your energy bill.
And last but not least, a coat for your water heater.
If you touch your heater and you're losing energy, your heater's hot, you can wrap your heater for less than $25, half hour, and you're satisfied.
Bottom line, in the time it takes for me to do this stand-up, I can spend a couple of dollars and save myself some money on energy costs this year. Don't you want to do the same thing? Of course you do. And I've got more tips for you waiting right here at MoneyTalksNews.com. Just do a search for energy savings. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and clicking on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And here's a look at what's coming up in sports. The Arcadia Valley basketball tournament tips off in less than 2 weeks. The Rams are expected to have another player back from injury this week, and the Redbirds make Mark McGuire's replacement official. It's all coming up here in sports.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The 86th annual Arcadia Valley Thanksgiving basketball tournament tips off in less than 2 weeks, and the Clearwater Tigers are seated third. Coach Lewis Bell is expecting to bring back an experienced team to the tournament.
We're returning 5 key players that got a lot of playing time last year and moving 3 guys up from the JV. Varsity last year went 20-7, and the JV went 18-4. And we think we'll go about 8 deep, and those 8, we think that all 8 of them are pretty quality basketball players. We're looking to have another solid year.
Clearwater plays Arcadia Valley in their first game on Monday, November 19th at 6:30 in the evening. You can hear the games on our affiliates Froggy 96 and Kickin' Country 105, also across the World Wide Web at froggy96online.com. Well, after 4 days off thanks to their bye week, it was back to work for the St. Louis Rams on Tuesday as they prepare for Sunday's game at San Francisco. Left tackle Roger Saffield, looking to return to action after suffering a knee injury in week number two, took part in team drills for the first time and told reporters he felt great after practice and was optimistic about Sunday. Wide receiver Danny Amendola will also return this week. The Cardinals have officially promoted assistant hitting coach John Mabry, with Mark McGuire expected to be announced as the Dodgers' new hitting coach for next year. With the addition of Blaze Isley as the team's new bullpen coach, manager Mike Matheny is close to locking down his staff for the next year. The remaining members of the club's 2012 coaching staff include first base coach Chris Maloney, third base coach Jose Oquendo, pitching coach Derek Leloquit, and bench coach Mike Aldred. They've all been extended offers to return this next year. With Mabry's promotion, the Cardinals are conducting a search for a new assistant hitting coach. The Redbirds are among a growing group of teams across the nation to employ a pair of hitting coaches. That's Today in Sports. For the Dawkins Broadcast Group, I'm Aaron Cox. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check of that forecast for tonight. We're going to see clear skies, temperature around 38 degrees at 7 p.m., 36 by 9, and by midnight, a temperature around 34. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News this evening at 6 p.m. The news doesn't stop here, though. Just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, for your latest news, weather, and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hope you have a good evening. News Watch is next. We'll see you right back here on 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.